Hi guys, konnichiwa, Nani desu. And today, Kyowa will be learning more important vocabulary that you guys should know if you ever travel to Japan or in your studies, such as what, where, when, and what time. Those are some important words that you should know, especially if you want to work on sentence structure, and also just if you're a tourist and you're walking around Japan and you want to ask someone a question like where something is or something, or if you're hanging out with a friend that you meet in Japan and want to ask her what time should we meet and stuff like that, then it's good to know these words. So, first would be what. What in Japanese is nani. Nani. So if you were to use it in a sentence and you wanted to say, what shall we do? So it would be nani, what. Shall we do is nani o shimashoo o ka. Nani o shimashoo o ka. Now after I tell you all of these what, where, when words, I will go over the go, do, all those kind of words. Okay? So next would be where, and that's Doko. So if you want to say, where shall we go? Doko ni ikimashoo ka. Doko ni ikimashoo ka. And next would be when, which is Itsu. Itsu. So if you want to say, when shall we meet? Itsu ai mashoo o ka. Itsu ai mashoo o ka. And also, as you should know, adding ka at the end of a sentence makes it a question. And also, what time? So that's nanji. Nanji. Nan is what, really. And ji is what you put after, like, a time. So if you want to say 3 o'clock, sanji, so it's 3 o'clock. The word for time is jikan. Jikan. So that's where the ji comes from when you're saying 3 o'clock, sanji. So if you want to say, what time shall we meet? Nanji ni aimashoo o ka. Nanji ni aimashoo o ka. Okay, so now that I told you what, where, when, and what time, which is to review shimashoo, is nani, what, doko, where, itsu, itsu is when, and nanji is what time. I'll be putting all of these down in the description below. I'll type it out in English and Japanese using hiragana so you guys can see. And okay, so now we'll do the verbs that I used in the sentences. So to go is ikimasu. Ikimasu. Now when I used it in the sentence, I used it like, where shall we go? So when you're saying like, where shall we go, you use sho at the end of it. Masho, rather. So ikimasu is to go. Ikimashoo is let's go. And then if you want to say you don't want to go, it's ikimasen. Ikimasen. So next would be see. So like, what shall we see? Like if you want to go to a movie and you ask, what shall we see? That would be mimashoo. Mimashoo. So the verb itself is mimasu. Mimasu. Mimashoo. Then if you don't want to see, mimasen. Okay, and another is do. So like, what shall we do? So that would be shimashoo. Shimashoo. So the verb is shimasu, shimasu, and if you don't want to see, or if you don't want to do, sorry, it's shimasen, shimasen. And another is meet. So if you want to ask where shall we meet, that would be aimashoo, aimashoo. And the verb itself is aimas, aimas. And if you don't want to meet, aimasen, aimasen. So to review the questions that I asked, now that you guys know the verbs that I used in them, what shall we do would be Nani o shimashoo o ka, Nani o shimashoo o ka. So shimashoo is do. What shall we do? And the other question I asked is where shall we go, which is Doko ni ikimashoo o ka. Doko ni ikimashoo o ka. So ikimashoo is to go. Let's go. When shall we meet is Itsu ai mashoo o ka. Itsu ai mashoo o ka. So aimashoo is meet. Let's meet. And the last question I asked was what time shall we meet? So that would be Nanji ni ai mashoo o ka. Nanji ni ai mashoo o ka. So aimashoo is meet. Let's meet. And there you go. So that was some more Japanese basics on what, where, when, and what time, and also a couple of verbs that you could use within those sentences. So again, thank you guys for watching. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. And yeah, I hope you guys watched my video before this. I asked a question pertaining to what you guys would like to see. I was thinking of doing like videos of places that I visit in New York, like some cool Japanese places. So I hope that you guys watched my video before this. I'll put a link down in the description below to that video. And be sure to comment on there if you would like for me to make some video tours for you. It should be fun. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ja mata!